So if Oklahoma is on your list as one of the places that you're thinking about moving to and you want to find out what are some things I can do, well, you might want to stick around to this video because this is actually going to be a video where I'm going to break down for you all type of activities, not only just for you, but also for your kids, even some summer activities and some programs that you don't know about whenever you're moving to Lawton, Oklahoma. So definitely grab your popcorn, get some notes down because we're gonna go, this is gonna be a little bit longer than what it normally is, probably about 20 to 25 minutes that I'm gonna be giving you some good information about some of the places and activities that you can do. But it's not just gonna be me in a talking head video. Not only am I gonna show you on a Google map and actually pinpoint where these areas are, I'm actually gonna jump into a lot of these cities and a lot of these events and actually show you on camera and give you some videos and some pictures of what it's like at these events. I'm gonna call out some of the things that you might wanna know as well. So this video is gonna be a little bit packed with some information. Grab your popcorn and definitely get your notepad open because you might just be like me. I didn't move here knowing any locals. I had no idea and I had to find out, where can I take my kids? Where do I go for events? What if I'm a gambling man and I actually wanna go to casinos? Where are the casinos? How close are the casinos? If I don't wanna go here, where else can I go? What about summer activities? What can I do with my kids? What can I do? All of those questions I'm definitely gonna be answering in this video right here. If you haven't seen part one, definitely stop right now and go check that video out. Part one is where I actually talk about the cost of living and some of the things that you really need to know, like how much money is actually coming out of my pocket for like daycare and groceries and buying a house and things like that. Some really important questions got answered on that video, but some really important questions are going to get answered on this video as well. Listen, I think Lawton is a slept-on city for its beautiful nature and for its beautiful scenery. Literally, anytime that you're driving down the street and you're facing north, you're going to see these beautiful Wichita mountains and you're going to just see the backdrop anywhere where you're in the city. I don't think a lot of people actually know about that with Oklahoma, especially because Oklahoma is like a flat land place. You don't typically see hills and mountains in Oklahoma, but in Lawton, there are not only mountains, this is a tourist place that a lot of people come from all over the world just to go hang out. But I'm gonna be touching on that in the video because when I say Medicine Park, you may not know what Medicine Park is. When I say Wichita Mountains and all these hiking trails, you have no idea. So I'm gonna show you not only on the map, but I'm gonna drive to these areas and show you some pictures and videos of these areas as well. So this is gonna be an in-depth video getting you a good understanding of festivals, indoor activities, outdoor activities for you and for your family. And we're gonna get to it right now. Hey, so if you want to know everything there is to know about eat, sleep, work, live, and playing in the Lawton area, make sure that you actually hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you can be the first to know about the current market. Whenever I make these videos, YouTube will send these videos out to you so you can know everything there is to know about the Lawton Metro area. Now, like I said, in this video, this is going to be a little bit longer, so make sure that you actually grab a notepad, pull up some popcorn because I'm going to go really in depth with some things for you. But without further ado, let's actually jump into the video. And the first part that we're going to be talking about is some of the outdoor activities, and then we'll jump into some of the indoor activities, and we'll end it with some of the neighborhoods that you really need to know about whenever you're thinking about living here, because I'm just like you. I never lived out here before and I wanted to know what are some places that I need to consider when I'm moving, but I also want to know about some of the activities because I've got children as well. So without further ado, let's jump into it right now. All right, so one of the areas that I want you to know about is going to be the Wichita Mountains. This is what Lawton is actually known for. Let's actually type this in. This is about a 35 minute drive north of Lawton. And people come out here all the time from all over the world, especially in Oklahoma and Texas, to come see some of the beautiful scenery, the wildlife. And don't be surprised whenever you're going down one of the Wichita Mountain roads and you see a herd of bison or longhorn just passing the road. It's so typical. And my family, we go out here all the time, especially on Sundays. We really enjoy just waking up and going to see this beautiful scenery. As you can see, I've got pulled up here what it actually looks like being out there. One of the things that I really like about this area is that I think it's a total like 14, it's got to be more that I don't even know about, but 14 trailways that you can walk. And you can walk near the lakes and you can walk right into the lakes and see other parts of the mountains out there. So definitely go check out, I'll show you one of these right here. Type this one in, Parallel Forest. Go check that trailway out. Really beautiful, really tall, skinny trees whenever you're walking through that. Wonderful scenery. I'll even see if they've got some photos here for you to check out. This is what it looks like whenever you're walking through that parallel forest right here. And it's just amazing. Look at those huge roots, and the scenery is beautiful. You'll find yourself walking in that trailway and seeing a lot of different small lakes and ponds, and it's really underestimated how beautiful that trailway is as well. So there's some more trailways as well. I'll show you some of the video footage of what it looks like whenever we're traveling out there. But the Wichita Mountains is an underestimated place of beautiful wildlife and scenery in the Lawton Metro area. So make sure you go check that one out. All right, the next area that you want to check out is going to be Medicine Park without question. So this is like a hidden gem of Lawton, Oklahoma as well. As you can see on the map here, it is about 20 minutes away from Lawton, 20 minutes north. So let's actually hop into the car and go see what this city looks like. All right, you ready to go? All right, let's go. I can tell you now, you're gonna absolutely love Medicine Park. This is a city with many different styles and colors of type of homes. Even at the bottom of the rocks right here, you see this is cobblestone. So it's known as a cobblestone community because of the rocks, but it's like 15 lakes in the vicinity of Medicine Park. Great fishing, boating, camping, hanging on the campgrounds. If you don't even have a boat, don't worry. They've got you covered because you can actually rent a boat there. You can even hang out at Bass Lake, which is right here. You see those people jumping in. This is just a great place. Beautiful scenery, beautiful hiking, great food, all with this backdrop of the mountains. I definitely suggest you go check out this area. All right, now Mount Scott is going to be the next place that we definitely want to check out, and let's actually look on the Google map how far this is. So you can see this is about 28 minutes. But a lot of the places that I'm going to show you today are actually going to be within this vicinity because this is so much hiking, trails, lakes, things like that. And there's even more places around that I'll show you today. But a lot of the places are going to be about that 20 to 30 minute drive within this area because this is where a lot of the nature and the beautiful scenery is at. But Mount Scott is definitely a place you don't want to miss. You can actually see it whenever you're coming, what is that? I believe that's south. When you're headed south from Oklahoma City, headed back into Lawton, you can actually see this beautiful mountain. But my family and I, we go here all the time for this, it's like this, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like it's this road and there's this mountain and this road is wrapped around the mountain all the way up to the top. But I think I can actually show you a lot better than what I can tell you. So let's actually jump back into the car. We'll go look and see what Mount Scott is. And while we're watching the video, I'll drop a couple of facts about the area and some cool things that you need to know about it as well. All right, so now that we got that out the way, let's actually talk about some of the fun, the entertainment, and things to do whenever you're out here in Lawton. And we're gonna jump on and talk about some of the festivals and entertainment because you might be surprised by some of the things you can do out here. And the last one that I just went to that you need to know is something called the Rattlesnake Festival. Now, the Rattlesnake Festival, I don't know about you, but for me, I thought it was just gonna be a festival of showing different type of snakes, and I really didn't want to go. But when I actually got out there, I was pretty surprised by what I saw. And you can see right here from some of the video, it was a lot of great fun for the kids, a lot of fun rides for the kids, great food. Every great festival has to have some great food, right? And the food was amazing. We had huge turkey legs, we had all type of food. I should have shot some of the videos showing you how much food it was, but it was 2 full blocks of just different type of food to eat. Great rides for the kids. You can see right here, this is my son. He was getting a little bit sick on this ride. Even I was as well, but it was all day. It's like a 3-day event. I think it was actually free to get in fact, and you just pay for the, you just pay for the tickets and you pay for the food. So the Rattlesnake Festival is a little bit outside of Lawton, but you're gonna have a great time, and that's annual once a year. So make sure that you go check out the Rattlesnake Festival as well. Another festival that you want to check out is going to be called the Freedom Festival. Now, the Freedom Festival is actually located inside of Lawton. It's actually at Elmer's Park, which is right in the middle of downtown Elmer's Park, which is a great place for you to hang out with your kids as well. So it's a big park, but in the 4th of July, they actually have a great festival. So don't miss the fireworks show. Stay there. It's going to be great food, a lot of great vendors. Enjoy the park. There's even a little small pond out there that you can go hang out and feed the ducks as well. Freedom Festival, great food, great barbecue, great fireworks show. I definitely wouldn't miss that one if I was you, so make sure you check that one out too. And we can't forget the International Festival. Now, I'm looking forward to going to this one just because of the international food, and I'm big on culture and I love diversity. So the International Festival is another event in Lawton, and as you can see here, here's some photos of different cultures, people doing their different traditional dances and routines, but it's a really cool festival as well, so you want to check that one out as well. Now, like I've said before, Lawton is heavily military, heavily armed forces, so you can't have anything in Lawton without having a military festival as well, and this one is actually called the Armed Forces and Red Dirt Festival. You gotta check this one out. Hundreds of people come and show their support. A lot of great dancers and singers and artists from all over the world, they come out here and they do their routines and they do their shows as well. Great food as well. Can't do a festival without food. You gotta check that one out. And actually, if you just Google or you just go to Eventbrite and you just type in Lawton Festivals, you can see a lot of the things that are going on out here. Now, I will say I didn't actually show any footage of this one, but there is one in Medicine Park called Cinco de Mayo. That one is actually going to be beautiful. Cinco de Mayo Festival in Medicine Park. Medicine Park is the place that I just showed you a couple minutes ago. That beautiful city. Always going to be great tourist events in Medicine Park. So check out that one. Like I said, just go to Eventbrite, go to Google, go to Facebook, and just type in these things so you can actually see some of the footage as well as I'm showing right here. You can hear some of the people's responses about it. Wonderful events. I wouldn't miss them if I were you whenever you're coming out here to hang out. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if you're anything like me, but you might have some children and you want to figure out a way to keep your kids busy on the weekends, but you also need to keep them busy during the school breaks and whenever you're at work. Well, you might want to check out some of the STEM programs, a lot of the youth camps and youth activities, as well as some of the sports camps that are out here in Lawton as well. Because if you're anything like me, listen, I've got 3 kids. I'm not letting my kids sit at the house all day and just watch dumb TikTok videos. I got to keep my kids engaged, keep them active. You know, I think moving the body is so important, and it just helps them build social relationships. And if that's important to you, then a lot of the STEM camps, youth camps, and some of the recreational sports activities are available for you out here. The YMCA, the local churches, and a lot of the small businesses have a lot of camps. I've taken my children to a couple 3-day basketball camps. I've taken them to some STEM camps out here. I've taken them to some youth camps, and they are all located inside Lawton and around the metro area. So if you're anything like me and you want to figure out how can you keep these kids busy while you're at work or just wanting to hang out, because I don't know about you, maybe you might want to have a date night and you want to figure out what can you do to keep these kids busy. So many youth and activity camps out here. So make sure you reach out to us. We'll definitely let you know about some of those camps that we take our children to. And a lot of the locals have helped us out so much and told us about some of the things that we can do with our children as well. So outside of the recreational and activities for yourself, there's a lot of things for your children. and your nieces and nephews to get involved into as well. So I had to drop that one in because, you know, I'm a dad, I'm a parent 24/7. So I'm always thinking about how can I do this, but how can I keep my kids busy? Lawton has a lot of things for you, so had to let you know that one. Like, if you want to switch it up a little bit and maybe you want to do something for the indoor activities, let's actually talk about what you can do in Lawton if you don't want to be outside. If you're into a little bit of fast-paced fun and you want to take your chances, then you might want to enjoy some of the Lawton casinos out here. Now, you might be asking yourself, how in the world does somebody even have casinos in Lawton? Well, the tribes actually have the land, and gaming is a profitable business, and in Lawton, there are actually 3 casinos. And those 3 casinos are going to be the Comanche Nation Entertainment, the Comanche Nation Casino, and the Apache Casino Hotel. And luckily, the Comanche Nation Casino is open 24 hours. So you can get off of work, take your chances, and hopefully hit it big. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but I did hit big at one of the casinos, and I made not 400, not 14,000, not 40,000, but a whole $40. It was just $40. But I'm not a gambling man, so I took the $40, filled up some money in the gas tank, grabbed something to eat, and was like, it's a great night. So if you want to shoot your luck, there are 3 casinos in Lawton, but if that's not enough for you and you want to actually go see more casinos, within an hour of Lawton, Oklahoma, there are actually 11 different casinos. So just Google casinos around the Lawton area and you can see the other ones as well. Now that's for the adult indoor activities, but there are some indoor activities for your kids as well. That's going to be the Urban Air Trampoline, Laugh Out Loud, the Kids Zone at Greer Park, Ragamuffins Indoor Play Center. That one is actually temporarily closed for the moment right now. Twisted Escape Room, so that's always cool, right? Reinhardt Indoor Swimming Pool. Chuck E. Cheese, cannot forget about Chuck E. Cheese. It just brings me so much nostalgia just even thinking about that. I used to hang out at Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. The YMCA, and in the summertime, the Comanche Nation Water Park. So you'll get a lot of different activities for your kids with those camps as well. A lot of things for your children to do and for you to do. And remember, you're still just an hour and a half from Oklahoma City, and you're 3 hours south of Dallas-Fort Worth. So if you want to do it into a bigger city, you can check those 2 cities out as well. So I hope this video was helping you out, get an understanding of Lawton really is a slept-on city for its beautiful nature and scenery. I have a couple short-term rentals out here as well, and a lot of people actually book our property and they just want to stay for the weekend or even just a couple of days and just enjoy some of the hiking and go camping and do some of the boating out here. It's just one of these cities that you might not expect it whenever you come out here, but I hope this video kind of gives you some of the visuals and some idea of some of the things that you can do whenever you're out here. But now that we've talked all the activities that you might want to look into doing, where are you going to live? Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to show you 5 neighborhoods that you might not know about in Lawton. But don't worry, in the next video, I'm actually diving deeper into it. I'll actually be walking through each of the neighborhoods with you, telling you a little bit about where they are and giving you more details on it. But I just want to put these on your radar so you can start to think about, if you're thinking about moving to Lawton, what are some areas that you might want to consider? So let's actually jump on to that now. I'm going to show you 5 neighborhoods that you might want to know about when you're thinking about moving here.